In working with our patients, we always try and go beyond the genetic findings to the actual outcomes. What do we learn, and now what do we do about it? What changes should be implemented? And one area where we found it's been highly insightful is looking at the anthropology of different populations and understanding what did they do to mitigate their genetic problems. We did a study with the Chinese population, and we identified is there's been a big shift in terms of chronic disease. Recently, you've seen that in China, breast cancers and various other diseases are all of a sudden skyrocketing, which a generation before were not existent. Why is this happening? What we learned was very simple. The Chinese population culturally, if you look at the anthropology of it, focused on green tea. It didn't matter where you were, what you were doing, it was constantly served, it was always on the table, and you were sipping on it all day long. Within green tea, there's a highly potent antioxidant. Now, if you as a culture and a population did this all day long, you would of course not need the genetic ability to do it yourself because there's a third party influence doing it for you. And if you look at the Chinese population genetically, they typically have weak detoxification systems. Now, fast forward and change the culture where that green tea is not drank anymore. It's not a staple. Instead, it's McDonald's, it's fast foods, it's stress, it's lack of sleep. What do you see all of a sudden? Chronic disease. Now fast forward, we've actually brought that to our lab. We've extracted this ingredient and used it in compounds for people that here we have found are genetically suboptimal in their detoxification pathways, and we found phenomenal results. So this is where you can lean on what grandmother told you about what the ancestral diet was, and there is wisdom to it if you only understood genetically where you were suboptimal and how that thing was supporting you.